Facilitated discussion. In active learning and facilitated discussion, there are three things we need to learn: what teaching is, what teaching is not, and the roles of a teacher. Now we need to tackle about why active learning and facilitated discussion is important. Active learning and facilitated discussion is important because it helps us to create opportunities for hands-on field work to get students out of their comfort zone in their own environments. Second, to make students to go deep into the concept.
And also to make students to think outside the box. And lastly, students must have to facilitate a round table discussion.
First, let's talk about what teaching is.
Teaching is not a job. It is a passion. It is common within our hearts to impart knowledge to the students in helping them to open up their minds. So it means that a teaching position is not for someone who is in the job for the money, but for someone who has the passion and commitment it takes to teach. Students take their studies more seriously when they are taught with passion. Teaching then ceases to be a profession and becomes a source of inspiration for students. It also improves intelligent and moral development by encouraging active learning. Expertise in the subject being taught. So it means that topic knowledge is important, not just because you need to be able to stretch students at the top of the ability range, but also because teachers with high subject knowledge make classes for younger children more fascinating. They are more interesting because they have more substance. Teacher must have the appropriate personality. Teacher must grasp subject extensively and flexible in order to access students, develop usable cognitive maps, relate an idea to another, and overcome misconception in order to teach all students according to today's standards.
Teaching believes in one's ability to teach and student ability to learn. As a teacher, we must have a clarity for us, the student, understand the lesson clearly, and the student and teacher must have a relation for us to bring an effective learning. Sensitivity to the needs of different kinds of learners. We all know that we all have a needs, and that needs that we have can make us sensitive. And as a teacher, must have readiness and motivation and interaction with environment for us, our student, to become an active participant in learning. Planning and organizing skills is an application of knowledge concepts and process for us prepared an effective lesson for the learners. The teacher provides students with prepared templates for different text structure that can be filled in or provides parts of narrative and asks the student to complete it. Interpersonal and leadership skills is to direct the learners to be guided to get right information and also give a detailed instruction and explanation for us to build each other personal capacity for the learnings. A great deal of hard work is by facilitating each other can make a success. It's because of the goal and the interest and also the hard work of each other.
In addition, teaching is an activity aimed at bringing about meaningful learning through a method that is morally and pedagogically acceptable. It involves a learner, a teacher, and content in form of knowledge, facts, information. Well, teaching pertains to not only classroom instructional expectations, but also includes advising efforts and mentorship of not only students, but also faculty colleagues, curriculum planning and development at the program level, as well as course-by-course efforts with course design and development, including face-to-face and online learning environments.
And the second is what teaching is not. Discrimination, favoritism. There are some teachers that are biased to their students. It is very sad to hear that there are some teachers are in discrimination or favoritism. This kind of behavior is not belong to the teacher or teaching, because this can cause to a student to have anger or behavioral problems, increasing level of depression, lack of confidence with themselves, and a refusal to interact well with others.
Teaching is not being selfish. A teacher that won't let a student achieve what she or he does. We all know that there's a lot of teachers out there who are very selfish to their students in a way that they are not giving the same opportunity to their students. Let's take, for example, there's a lot of students who are lack of knowledge, but still, some teachers didn't allow them to know more about a certain discussion due to lack of time, waste of effort of the teacher, since some students can easily get the topic and due to the selfishness of the teacher.
In addition, teachers should avoid comparing two students based on their performance, conduct, or anything in particular. Competition can get out of hand in situations like this.
Role of a teacher. First, it is a motivator. It plays role to provide stimulation and encouragement to students, interest and motivation. Teachers should involve students in learning activities in class, because teachers will perform function that can affect the overall operation of school. Language role model. Teacher must facilitate their students in terms of activities or tasks and observe in language teaching in classroom. One is assessor and an evaluator. As an assessor, teacher must think critically, creatively, and logically. As an evaluator, keep expectations fluid and current work to share them with students rather than keeping them unspoken or believing that students should discover them. Is resource developer. Teacher responsible for providing curriculum support system for students, teachers, and administrators.
Another role of a teacher is that teacher is our facilitator. We all know that teachers facilitate us so that things become easier to do. Teacher also our manager. Teacher also our manager, in which they are responsible for controlling the students. Mentor. Teachers are our best mentor because they are trusted advisor. Guidance. They're also our guidance because they advise or give information aimed at resolving a problem or difficulties. Lecturer. Teacher give us lectures to the student so that student can get new ideas or knowledge. Information provider. Teacher possess sets of information that has generated, collected, produced, or acquired.
In addition, a teacher can be an external parent. Well, both teacher and a student spend as much time together. The teacher inadvertently becomes an external parent. Teachers can be a mentor to help set the child on the right path. In this role, the teacher can encourage the student to be the best they can be and also be a source of inspiration and advice to the students.
Support helping hand learner. This is also important with the rules of a teacher. It helps students to grow and succeed with their goals. Teachers need to understand the rules deeply so that they know how to support, to help, to teach students. So that's all. I hope you learned something. Thank you and have a good day.